Good evening. Welcome to the Township of Scotch Plains Conference meeting, and this is Tuesday, May the 2nd.
Hey, Mayor.
Chief, thank you for coming.
I want to put a caveat in this that 40 years ago, I was doing 50 miles a day on a mountain bike, and I loved it. So I understand the people who want to do this work. I've been up in a Watchung Reservation. I've been in rescues in a Watchung Reservation. It's ugly. It's not easy. It's impossible sometimes to get equipment down into the area. You need massive amounts of people. It's just not taking a 4-person crew and an ambulance up there. I remember, I can't remember how many years ago, but somebody went right up the top of Glenside and went right down the other side. There's a trail up at the top of Glenside Road, and went in about a half a mile. It took us about an hour and a half to get the kid out. And he was severely injured.
And this is Chief Daniel Sullivan, who heads our rescue squad.
I should have said that before, but I think that, you know, an established trail and an area that's wide enough to carry emergency vehicles, because there's only one vehicle in this county. It's called an ASAP. It's a county asset when it's working, because I've used it, I've ridden in it, I've driven it, and if you're injured, have any breaks or bones, you're not going to be wanting to be in that vehicle. It literally is a tactical off-road vehicle. But it needs a trail to be on. You can't go over high rocks. We had an area where we tried to use it down for a rescue in the Ashbrook Reservation, and it was impossible to use it because of the density of the trees, the type of ground it was on, and everything else.
And so if there was an accident in there, your rescue squad would be called to respond to that.
There's 5 response areas: Berkeley Heights, Scotch Plains, Mountainside, Springfield, and Summit. There's 4 towns involved, but Berkeley Heights takes the Glenside Avenue in Berkeley Heights by what I think is called Blue Pond. So they take that side of the mountain. We take basically from Blue Pond up to, I believe it's just before, and I forget the name of the street. No, not Diamond Hill. It's we take the other section. It's a Mountainside. It's a Mountainside Scotch Plains border. What is it? Tanager Way. Thank you. But it was we take that area up there, and it's all right when it's on the street. It's a little bit off. We have fires up there all the time. There are established fire roads up there, but they're well maintained. But you know, the problem with established bike trails, and I was up in a Watchung Reservation, I can tell you the trails I've been on, and only because I did that for about 2 or 3 times, and I found it to be so dangerous because it wasn't maintained to begin with, and 2, it's just what's maintained today. You get a bad storm and a washout, you know, all the stuff washes away. The next thing you know, the trails are really constantly changing. So unless you're out there on an everyday, like a beach replenishment, that down the shore where the trucks are up and down those trails all the time, a natural trail is not good. You know, a greenway, different story. You know, there are established greenways you can do, but they're established, they're cut, they're wide. You can get emergency vehicles into them. And I believe in much of areas it's either hard-packed dirt without ruts or stones. So I know this sport and I understand the sport, but unfortunately the Watchung Reservation has drop-offs where this gentleman before was talking about that bike trail. The last person, if you go up that pail.
Chief, you get more time.
Sorry. If I get 2 seconds? If you go up that same trail he's talking about and go 30 feet the other way, you go down a cliff. And we've had 2 cliff rescues. So it's just, you don't understand that when you get up there, you can just, within 5 or 10 feet, you get a valley, a pitch, a swale or something up there. And it just changes. And people don't stay on established trails. It's unfortunate. But
Thank you very much.